So the carp obviously go around everywhere, so all swims are going to produce fish. But is there any particular swims that have more, say, features than others? Or is there any certain swims that are worth noting?
No, there's all swims have particularly features or special things to find pretty close to the swims, so, very reachable distance-wise.
For example, here I'm fishing 2 rods close in. So do you find that is on the majority of the
all
swims?
Of them, all of them.
So when you fish here, you're not always going to be, because it's a 60-acre lake, you'd think usually you'd be fishing at range, which you can fish a long way.
Not here, really.
But then, as well, you can fish close in. So, for example, I'm casting every rod, so I don't need a bait boat, but I've got a big, well, obviously bait boats are not allowed here.
Not allowed, no.
But we have the big row boats, so they're perfect for finding some features for when you come.
Yeah.
And then you can bait up, if you need to, using the boat.
Yeah, playing a fish as well.
Yeah, playing a fish is always a good way to get the fish in, I guess, because I've lost 2.
Oh, yeah.
We won't talk about that.
We should.
We'll move on a little bit and just talk about the lake, the layout of the lake. So, Patrice, where's the deepest part and the shallowest part?
The lake don't work like this.
No?
There's 4 main places where it's deeper.
Okay.
On each side of the lake there is deeper parts. Okay. But it's not a lake which is going flat to deep.
It's very up and down.
Yeah, it's very cut off, very up and down, like you say. Yeah.
So, in terms of fishing, it's very important before you start, obviously, to find the features.
Yeah. It's better to lose some time with prodding to casting quickly and lose some time later in the week because you're not on the right place or whatever. Yeah.
So it's probably worth noting that the lake isn't like a lake that you would usually fish, say back in England, that is simple, maybe a commercial lake that's like a bowl shape. It's more of a lake that is very natural and has got lots of features.
Yeah. Everywhere, and all swims there are features to find.
So once you've found the features, you're gonna want to look at baiting.
Yeah.
Now, I remember you telling me not to bait at certain times because of the silverfish.
Yeah, because of the activity of the silverfish.
And they go crazy. Okay, so we had a slight interruption there. Just played a fish for over 2 hours, and it ended up being a nice 37.6 common. So that was a good result. But we'll go back to what we were talking about, and that's the feeding times, because of the rudd and roach. They react to certain times, because obviously when they're more awake, they'll go and eat the food. So from your advice, when's the best times?
Yeah, the best time is beginning of the day on end of the day, when the activity of the whitefish is as low as possible.
Okay. And is it best, say someone comes with 3 rods, is it best to have, say, 5 options on where to fish, or just stick to 3?
Yeah, when you have several days, when you come fishing for 4 days at least, it's nice to have 4 spots at least, so you can swap to another spot which you prepared for the last days.
One thing I always look at when I go fishing is the wind direction. Does that play a factor in this lake? Does it?
Not so much.
No. So if the
all of that is a storm or whatever, but
no.
In normal case, not really. No, not in this lake now.
So we're allowed tiger nuts here.
Tiger nuts, yeah.
Yeah, they work well.
Certain time of the year they work well, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's particle, and you sell the boilies as well.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
The ones I've been using, the Signal by Starbaits, they're very good. So, would you recommend people to bring their own, or use whatever you have on site?
Yeah, the people who wants to have some boilies here or particles, they can have. So it's their own choice.
So in Three Eels there's a lot of natural food, and one of the most obvious signs of it is in the edges you see a little bit of weed. And then, Patrice, what other types of natural food are in the lake that aren't always visible, that you can't see?
Yeah, it's lots of snails on mussels. Of course, you see sometimes as well some crayfish. That's the main food, actually.
Do you think that using a bait that had some kind of resemblance to the natural food would work?
That would be a mistake. I think. Yeah, that's a mistake.
Not good.
You cannot concurrence the natural food. That's not possible.
Yeah, it's like fighting with nature.
Yeah, that's not possible with bowlies. No. You have to bring something else with bowlies. You have to bring this what the bowlie brings is this what is missing in the natural food. Yeah. This is a good idea to do. That's why the bird food is working the best here, because they find a lot of fishy things here of natural food. So bird food is mainly the bait.
Okay. I never really used pellets here.
Oh, yeah. You're lucky then.
Are they worth using?
No, they're not worth you. All of that you fish for bream.
Yeah.
Any method, any bowlies, real fishy bowlies, they're working very well for the breams, which are very low stocked here. There are very few bream here, but as soon you put several days pellet or fishy bowlies, you're gonna have.
If you fish with something that they're familiar with, they're gonna home in on it.
Yeah, especially the bream.
Yeah. So pellets are probably a bad idea.
Oh yeah.
You have more chance without using them.
No, of course. Particularly some bowlies are really the best to use here. Pellets is never been good in all the years. It's never been bring a good result or whatever. All of for bream fishing.
Cutting short on the battery time, so we're gonna give it a little wrap up now. But now you've met Patrice, the owner, it's worth noting that by where all the facilities are, like the toilets and showers, he also has a tackle shop next to his house. You know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
But it's worth telling everyone that you're always on site, and that the knowledge you have of the lake is the best anyone can ever ask for.
You should, yes.
So it would be sensible for anyone fishing to just ask you one or two questions, which I'm sure you're more than happy to answer.
Yeah, I'm all the time happy to help people for the fishing, yeah.
Because as you probably know, every swim will be different, so they'll have to ask questions about each swim.
Yeah, so, I know everything. Yeah.
So this is Patrice, the owner of Three Eels. We're at Three Eels now, and I've just caught a lovely common, and we're about to go home.